Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Psychic Medium Raymond Guzman, and today I'm going to be doing your March 2019 monthly horoscopes. Thank you so much for being on my channel. I have been away from my channel for a couple of days. This week I did have a minor medical procedure done, and so I've been on the mend, and I really appreciate all the love and support that you guys have given me throughout social media. But I am resuming back to doing videos. So this week you should be seeing regular videos as normal. So thank you once again. Let's get into the horoscopes for this month. Aries. Welcome, Aries. So this is your monthly March 2019 monthly horoscopes. I will start off by saying that I have been a little bit on hiatus due to the fact that I had a minor medical procedure done, and I am on the mend. So I appreciate all of your get well wishes. Those of you that have followed me on Instagram or Facebook and that have wished me well, thank you so much for your support. This month of March for you, Aries, it's going to be about rejuvenating. There's a lot of freshness. It feels like you're more invigorated with your ideas, the things that you're wanting to do in life. There's a lot of positive reinforcement, a lot of support from your partner or from people that are around you. This is a very positive month to set things into motion, whether it's you wanting to start something new, a new project, clearing out an old project, or, this could even be starting a new job or undergoing some training. Right now, you have a lot of positive reinforcement, and there's not really anything that's holding you back. For those of you that may feel like something is holding you back, it could just be that you're not having enough faith right now in your life, and you're needing to be reminded of that. So you'll have people throughout the month that, either come into play or come into your life to help you realize your fullest potential. So for you this month, it's all about like ironing out, the minor details and really just going with the flow. You will be finding that you are helping others, this month that come to you, using, your knowledge and what you do. So this feels like it's almost like around work that you would be helping other people. Other people may also be coming to you and confiding their secrets. So you could be playing the role of a confidant this month with other people. This could be family or friends, like I said, that come to you. And just, you're very about the details this month. So don't get OCD or to the point where, where you're kind of, obsessive, on having something very perfect, even though we know you're a perfectionist at heart. Everything will work out the way it's supposed to. So this is a horoscope for the month of March for the sign of Aries. If you would like to set up a private reading, you can go to my website. That's www.raymondguzman.net/shop. Also be sure to follow me on Facebook and Instagram. Blessings and love and light. Taurus, welcome back to my channel. This is a Psychic Medium Raymond Guzman, and this is your monthly March 2019 monthly horoscope forecast for Taurus. So I want to start off by saying that I do apologize. I was a little bit on hiatus this week. I have had a minor medical procedure done, so I am on the mend. But I'm glad to be back on my channel and doing these videos. And also, I appreciate all your love and support from those of you that are on Instagram and Facebook and social media in general and that have wished me well. So you can expect some new content this week. I'm very excited about it. So this is your horoscope, Taurus. Like I said, this month of March, it's going to be about you basically needing to recognize that there are some things in your life that are probably unhealthy. Coping mechanisms. This could be the way that you handle stress, the way that you react to people's criticism, the way that you are maybe feeling like you're not worthy of certain people. Everyone can enter into a depressive state of mind at different points of the year, and for whatever reason. But something seems to be triggering, an emotional response more than normal for you. This is not typical of Taurus. We don't usually see a lot of Taurians very emotional, but it happens. Like I said, we're all human. There's also something about you keeping your commitments. Like if you are always on the go, or you're signing up to do this, this, and this, you find out that, at the last minute, that you want to back out of a commitment that you made, or promise that you made with someone. If that's the case, you need to be very careful with that, because that can kind of burn some friendships or partnerships or alliances that that you have created for yourself. So you want to be mindful of other people's emotions this month in particular. Even if you don't feel up to it, you may want to still push yourself to do it, because again, some people may rely on you. You never know when you're going to rely on someone, and you've done this, and then you can't count on them later on. This month, there's a need for you to be very clear and specific with what you're wanting. Don't beat around the bush. Speak from the heart. Let people know what you're wanting to be done. Become, very clear in that. So that way you can, get ahead in your life path. There's going to be a lot of distractions this month. You're going to feel very distracted. You may, be working on something, and you're pulling a different direction, and you don't want to leave anything incomplete. So this month you really need to watch out for those distractions, and really pay attention to your feelings and how, you're projecting them onto yourself, how it's affecting you and other people, because some of you, like I said, are going to be very emotional for whatever reason. This month there is like a big shift, a cosmic shift for Taurus. So if you are emotional, you know the reason why now. So wishing you the best this month. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and hit the red subscribe button, as well as the notification bell icon, so that way you can be notified. And if you would like to book a private reading, you can go to my website at www.raymondguzman.net/shop, and follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Psychic Medium Ray. Blessings and love and light. Have an amazing month. Gemini, this is your monthly horoscope forecast for the month of March 2019. I want to start off by saying to go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, by hitting the red subscribe button on the bottom right hand corner of this video, as well as the notification bell icon. I also would like to say that I have been away from my channel for this week, more than I would like to. I did undergo a minor medical procedure this week, and I am recovering from that. So this week you'll be expecting some new content, some more videos, and of course the Tea with Spirit show. So let's get into your horoscopes from the month of March, Gemini. This month for you in particular, Spirit is telling you to be patient. I'm a Gemini, and I know a lot of my fellow soul family out there are Geminis as well. It's not easy to be patient, not with us, especially when things are accelerating in our careers and our personal life and our love life. We are very impatient at times, but this is going to be a month you need to be very patient, because if you don't, you're going to get very frustrated. You're going to get in your emotions, and you're going to be erratic and go off on people. There's also, you're being cautioned by Spirit this month to choose your friends wisely. There's this, this thing coming from Spirit saying that, that you possibly could be surrounded by some people that you've recently met, but if you're, you don't trust them yet to open up to them fully enough, then follow that instinct and that gut. There's something, speaking to you on an intuitive level and a higher level, that perhaps these people are not good for you. And some of you may be in some friendships right now, or have some friendships in your life that are not conducive to your well-being. These could be people that are not supportive of the work that you do, or the first opportunity they have to kind of badmouth you, or say you're wrong about something, they're going to use that. Those are not true friends. Those are kind of people that are shady and very negative. Filter them out, get rid of them, move on from those friendships. They're very fickle people, and you don't need those kind of relationships or friendships. This is going to, kind of be a month in which you are kind of expressing yourself. So a lot of you may be going through some kind of physical appearance change. Some of you may decide to, go and have, your hair done a different way. You may decide to have, buy some new pair of shoes. You may decide to change the way you do your makeup. There's just going to, or, even buying a new car and entirely driving a new car, so it's about like the shock value. A lot of people, even though we're not about, putting on facades and stuff like that, there's going to be some of us out there, some of you Geminis, that are going to do something that kind of turns people's heads and says, makes them say, wow, what really is going on with that Gemini? Something is really different about them. There's something new that people are noticing about you. But you remember to be true to yourself in everything that you do. Doors are going to open up for you with your career this month. This is a very powerful month for careers, for opening up new doors and basically getting things accomplished. And Spirit is also saying to know that all good, good things that are happening to you right now is a result of all of your hard work. So don't feel like you don't deserve it. If people want to help you, or, show you some love and support, accept it. There could be something that you are wanting right now as well that is being blocked from you. And this is a higher power blocking it. Whether this is you falling out with a relationship, or you wanting to have, applying for a job that you really, really wanted because it had so many good benefits and whatnot. If you're being rerouted, or you're being rejected from that, or you just didn't get it, don't go into a fit, and don't feel bad for yourself. This is something that you're being redirected by the universe, for a reason. And usually it's because it doesn't align for a higher purpose. It may seem shiny, it may seem beautiful on the outside, but later on there could be repercussions where you're miserable and it's just not the right thing. So anything like this is the universe really basically rerouting you, Gemini. So thank you so much once again. Have an amazing month. Don't forget, if you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can go to my website at www.raymondguzman.net/shop, and also follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Psychic Medium Ray. Love and light to all of you. Have an amazing month. Cancer, Moonchild, welcome back to my channel. This is Psychic Medium Raymond Guzman. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and hit the red subscribe button on the bottom right hand corner of this video, as well as the notification bell icon, and you'll be notified of any future videos that I do publish. I also want to say that I have been away from my channel this week for the majority of the week because I did undergo a minor medical procedure this week in particular. So I am on the mend and recovery, but I will be back this week with new content and doing some new videos. So I'm very excited about that. That being said and done, for Cancer, let's see what your horoscope looks like for the month of March. So Spirit is saying that this month for you, Moonchild, a lot of you out there are needing to really focus on your soul purpose here on Earth, and to be living your soul, your soul purpose, not really concentrating on the role that you're playing in life. Whether it's you're a mom, or you're a professor, you're a doctor, those roles don't necessarily define who you are as a person. They are an extension of who you are, but deep down your soul, you are a loving spiritual being, and you have a purpose, to love people and to show that. So a lot of us can get caught up in the roles that we are, like, people that, are in a specific role, like teaching. You may be a teacher out there and you're teaching, your students, whether it's at school, elementary, or it's at, you're a professor, you're a teacher at a university. You can be in that mode of teaching, and then you leave that and go to your home, to your family, and still be in that kind of mode, thinking about work and treating your family like if they were your students, whatnot. That's kind of like the example that I'm setting here, and this is what Spirit is saying to try to avoid. Do not bring your personal work life into your personal home life. A lot of you could be impatient right now. Things maybe are not moving at the accelerated pace that you're wanting. Spirit is saying to trust in the divine plan and timing. Things are going to work out, but you have to be patient. And also, a lot of you may be wishy-washy this month, which is kind of uncommon for Moonchilds because we are usually led by our emotions to make a decision. But a lot of you could be very indecisive, going back and forth with a decision, and it can drive some people around you. Specifically, if it involves family members may not like that kind of energy around you, that's around you. And they may make it a point that you need to, like, hey, wake up and make a decision already. This is getting old, you need to kind of like go forth. So don't let fear paralyze you, and not making a decision. this month as well, you're going to be finding that those of you that have been having a lot of worries, that are usually self-created, you're getting validations from the universe that you're protected, and also that you're going to succeed in everything that you do. So again, it could be like a letter, an email, or your boss having a conversation with you and letting you know, hey, everything is okay. So a lot of these fears that we sometimes have are more in our head than anything. Let those go. So I want to thank you for tuning in. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Be sure to follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Psychic Medium Ray. And if you'd like to book a private psychic reading, you can go to my website at www.raymondguzman.net/shop. Blessings and love and light. Have an amazing month. Leo, welcome back to my channel. This is Psychic Medium Raymond Guzman, and this is your monthly horoscope forecast for the month of March 2019. I will start off by saying, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and hit the red subscribe button on the bottom right hand corner of this video, as well as the notification bell icon. And also, I wanted to make an announcement that I have been away from my channel the majority of this week, and I do apologize for that. I did undergo a minor medical procedure this week, and so I've been away from filming, but I am okay and I'm on the mend. So I will be back with new content and new videos this week, including Tea with Spirit. So let's get into your horoscopes for this month, Leo. For the month of March, you're going to be facing a lot of your adversities. Spirit is wanting you to really wake up and say, hey, I know that I have a lot of issues and things that are obstacles in my path, but they want you to have fun with these things that are happening and find the humor in it. That's easier said than done. Most people that are going through the storm or the eye of the storm don't really typically laugh at the irony or the situation, but a lot of this that you're going through is really self-created, and it's you not wanting to move forward from this for whatever reason. You feel chained or bound to your problems, and you feel like there's no way out. But through laughter, through staying positive and a positive vibration, and finding the humor in all of this, you are going to find that you break free from a lot of these things that have been holding you down for quite some time. Spirit is also wanting you to do something different. Don't respond the same way to a person that you always respond to, in the same manner that you always respond to them. Kind of change up your response. Make them expect the unexpected. Step out of your comfort zone. So if you were, let's say, engaging with a conversation with a family member, or an ex-family member, and they know how to push your buttons, or they say something, and that they typically will, say something that will trigger a certain response from you. Surprise them. Go the opposite route. Do something, and respond in a different way that they would not expect you to do. So that kind of trips them up and also allows them to see that that this is not good behavior that they are also holding on to by trying to push your buttons. So just pay attention to that. Spirit is also telling you this month that you haven't been loving yourself. Yes, you may say that you are, but in reality it's really like you are in denial in some ways with yourself. So Spirit is wanting you to pamper yourself. You do have a potential, for those of you that are single, to find true love, or be reminded that you are with someone, or someone is coming into your life that is really a soulmate and or a twin flame union. And we can have multiple twin flames or soulmates. I know that's up for debate by some people, but we can. And there is something that is coming up later this month that could possibly be a little bit darker in nature and really affect your moods. Stay very positive and kind of deviate away from that. Whether it's you're tempted to do something in a retaliation mode, or to have an ugly conversation with someone, walk away from that. You don't need that kind of drama in your life. So I want to thank you so much for tuning in. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, be sure to follow me on Facebook and Instagram. And if you would like to book a private reading, you can go to my website at www.raymondguzman.net/shop. Blessings and love and light. Have an amazing month, Leo. Virgo, welcome back to my channel. This is Psychic Medium Raymond Guzman, and I wanted to start off by saying that I do apologize. I was away from my channel for the majority of this past week. I did undergo a minor medical procedure, and I am fine. I am recovering and on the mend, so I will be back with new content and new videos this week, which I'm very excited to. do. And if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit the red subscribe button on the bottom right hand corner of this video, as well as the notification bell icon, so that way you can be on the notified, on the lookout for new videos when I do publish them. That being said and done, let's get into your horoscopes for this month, Virgo. So this month of March for you, Spirit is saying that you need to look forward, not backwards. A lot of you are reflecting back on the things that made you unhappy in your past, whether these are people, situations, co-workers, job situations. There's no need, to beat something that is dead already, to go back into the past. That is the past. That doesn't define your future. It doesn't define who you are. Let it go. You do have a lot of you are having new ideas. A lot of you could be thinking of purchasing your first home, renting your first home, making some kind of moves that are kind of like the first of, some sort for some of you out there. And so you're building a solid foundation, for yourself in your life. There's like this maturity level that you are now kind of entering, and kind of, entering the world of adulthood. For a lot of you that, have maybe are already adults in your 40s or 30s, you could be having a kind of a second awakening in your life and where you're at. A lot of you also are very shielded and very protected when it comes to your emotions. A lot of you don't want to show your emotions necessarily unless you know someone very well, or they know you, and you don't really want to show your vulnerable side, because you do feel like sometimes that makes you look weak, or perhaps you just don't trust people, seeing your emotional side for whatever reason. But Spirit is wanting you to admit that you are vulnerable at times, and that it's beautiful when you're vulnerable, because it shows your authenticity and who you are as a person, and people can relate to that more so than just someone that is like stone cold and doesn't have, any kind of emotions running through them. So enjoy and embrace your individuality and your vulnerability. Things are not going to always go our way, specifically this month for you, Virgo. You may, kind of encounter some situations where things just didn't come out the way that you wanted them to. But Spirit is saying to accept any kind of disappointments, and realize that you are blessed, regardless if something didn't turn out your way. And there's always the future for things to change for yourself. So don't beat up yourself constantly like you've been doing in the past. This is a month about self-love, accepting and building a solid foundation for yourself. So I want to thank you once again. If you're interested in booking a private psychic reading, you can go to my website. That's www.raymondguzman.net/shop. Also follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Psychic Medium Ray. Blessings and love and light. Have an amazing month, Virgo. Libra, welcome back to my channel. This is Psychic Medium Raymond Guzman, and I wanted to start off by making an announcement that I was away from my channel for most of this week, which is kind of uncommon for me. I do apologize for that. I did undergo a minor medical procedure earlier this week, and I've been out of the office the majority of the week. So I do apologize. I am on the mend, and I am doing better. So for those of you that have sent me well wishes on Instagram or Facebook, thank you so much. I will be back in full effect with new videos, including Tea with Spirit this week. So be sure to check out the new content. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit the red subscribe button, as well as the notification bell icon, so that way you can be notified of any future videos that I do publish. That being said and done, let's get into your horoscopes for this month, Libra. So this month, Spirit is saying for you to say no. It's okay to say no. There's a lot of people that are coming up to you this month, conversations that you're having. They may want to borrow some money from you, knowing that it's income tax season time. They may want something from you, and Spirit is saying no, don't do it. Put your foot down. Don't let these people take advantage of you. It's time for you to say no to the situation, and it doesn't even have to be about money. It could be about people just coming into your space, wanting you to babysit maybe their kids, or carpool, and that you don't have the resources to do something like that, or wanting you to sign up to bake cupcakes for a fundraiser, and you've done it 3 or 4 times in a row, but then, you know, there's other new people or parents that don't do it. So Spirit is just telling you to set your foot down on it. There's also some shadow work that you are needing to do this month, Libra, that could have you a little moody. A lot of you have been moody or maybe depressed or feeling very morbid, not finding like the happiness in life, and you're asking yourself, why are you kind of feeling miserable in this manner? And Spirit is saying basically that you need to kind of face your fears, face your shadows. So a lot of you will be doing shadow work, really digging deep into your inner psyche, into your heart, and really coming to terms with what, you know, is damaged and what you need to do to repair it. So a lot of you are going to be reevaluating, you know, your priorities this month as well, and finding solutions. This is a month about finding solutions, and it's a very, very good energy that surrounds you this month as well. So I want to thank you for tuning in. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, if you'd like to book a private psychic reading with me, you can visit my website at www.raymondguzman.net/shop. And also be sure to follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Psychic Medium Ray. Blessings and love and light. Have an amazing, amazing month. Scorpio, welcome back to my channel. This is Psychic Medium Raymond Guzman, and this is your March 2019 monthly horoscope forecast for your sign. I want to start off by apologizing. I have been off of social media and my YouTube channel and making videos for this last couple of days this past week. I did have a minor medical procedure, and so I've been on the mend. I am okay, and I'm very glad to be back and making videos for y'all. And providing new content. So look forward to that. Also, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit the red subscribe button on the bottom right hand corner of this video, as well as the notification bell icon. That way you'll be notified of any future videos that I do publish. If you've already done that, there's no need to redo that. That being said and done, let's get into your horoscopes for this week. For this month. So this month for you, Scorpio, it is going to be about you seeking the hidden stuff in you. A lot of you are hiding your emotions, hiding perhaps, you know, your inner desires, and you're going to need to tap into that to kind of find yourself and find out what is kind of holding you back. Maybe you are a writer and you are entering in a period right now where you just don't feel motivated, or you feel like there is a writer's block. There's something in your life, you know, it doesn't even have to be about writing. Maybe you are someone who sings and you can't really hit a certain note because you're getting a lot of anxiety or you're focusing too much on it. But there is something in your life right now that is kind of preventing you from doing what you're wanting to do that you normally would do without any kind of problems. And what it's boiling down to is that there is something inside of you that you haven't really released. This could be tension, or there's just something that you are fearing and you need to release the fear. If you are needing some help, be sure to ask people for it. Don't, you know, be the prideful type and just say, no, I got this, I can do it by myself. There are people in your life that want to be of service to you. Let them be of service to you. Let people help you while you focus on helping them back. You know, it's all about helping one another in this lifetime. And this is a harder lesson for a lot of you Scorpios out there because you're very independent, and you're very, you know, forthcoming with helping and just being the leader. But sometimes you need to be the one that's more in the background observing people than being in the limelight and being the leader. And that way you learn a lot more about yourself, and also you give people a chance to kind of show you what they're made of. And there's people out there, they may not be fellow Scorpions, you know, they may be another sign that really have a lot to give to you, or, you know, they can be the best friendships for you, but you just have to let them you know, do that for you. Focus on being successful and you will be. So I want to thank you for tuning in. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also be sure to follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Psychic Medium Ray. And if you would like to book a private psychic reading with me, you can go to my website. That's www.raymondguzman.net/shop. Blessings and love and light. Have an amazing month. Sagittarius, welcome back to my channel. This is Psychic Medium Raymond Guzman, and this is your March 2019 monthly horoscopes. I want to start off by saying I do apologize that I have been away from my channel for a couple of days this past week. I did undergo a minor medical procedure, and so I've been on recovery. I am fine, and I want to thank everyone who showed support and love on social media, on Instagram, and other social media outlets. I am back, and so this week, expect new content with the Tea with Spirit show, along with other celebrity psychic reading videos. In addition, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit the red subscribe button as well as the notification bell icon, so that way you can be notified of any future videos that I publish. That being said and done, let's get into your horoscopes for this month of March. So Spirit is saying this month that you need to live life to the fullest. A lot of you have been feeling like you are kind of living more than life. Let's say you're a 20 or 30-year-old or 40-year-old. You could be living the life of a 70 or 80-year-old, which really is nothing really bad with that. You know, a lot of people are more mature, but it feels like you are kind of, you know, the way that Spirit positions this is that you're kind of aging yourself in a way that is not healthy, because you are a free spirit, you're very young at heart, and a lot of you are suppressing a lot of this and really kind of becoming very blah or mundane in your, you know, your way of attracting energies and people. So there could be friends that are inviting you to go out, maybe to a party, or go out to eat dinner with them, or maybe to come to their house for a celebration or a party. But a lot of you could be making excuses that you're not in the mood, you're not wanting to do this, you know, just kind of, you know, go out of your way to do this. It's not really worth it. And you make 100 million excuses of why you shouldn't do that, you know, this month. And you really need to kind of step out of that comfort zone that you're in. And for those of you that are single, you need to be open to receiving love. That, you know, there's a lot of different forms of love that can come from different sources. One being yourself, and then the others being people that maybe may be interested in you. But a lot of you could be pushing them away if you're not careful, because you could be so focused on, you know, this person not being the same way that you envisioned them, or, you know, they're not exactly the same physical shape that you like them to be, or, you know, they have previous baggage. But we all have baggage sometimes in our life. So you're needing this month, a lot of you are going to need to raise your vibration completely. You can do this in several ways. This could be you going out in nature if the weather allows, and kind of breathing, you know, the good air. A lot of you need to meditate or go into a yoga class to kind of, you know, open yourself up to, you know, your higher self and balance your chakras. A lot of you may need to do some Reiki work on yourself, or light a candle and work with some crystals. You know, it's just, there's different ways of doing this. And a lot of you that have made mistakes, you know, don't be ashamed of them. But if you have done something wrong, you know, this month in particular, if you do something that's wrong and you know it's wrong, correct yourself. You know, it's okay to be the bigger person and say, hey, I was wrong. I'm going to make this right. So this month is about you admitting, you know, that you're not perfect. None of us are. And if you do something that is not right, you know, or that is, you know, incorrect, you always have the next day, you know, to correct it and to fix it. So I want to thank you so much for tuning in. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you would like to book a private psychic reading with me, you can go to my website at www.raymondguzman.net/shop. Also, be sure to follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Psychic Medium Ray. Blessings and love and light. Have an amazing month. Capricorn, welcome back to my channel. This is Psychic Medium Raymond Guzman, and I want to start off by saying I do apologize. I was away from my channel for the majority of this week. I did undergo a minor medical procedure, and I am on the recovery and on the mend, and I am okay. So for those of you that did express some good get well wishes on Instagram or other social media outlets, thank you so much for your support. Also, if you would like to subscribe to my channel and you haven't already done so, go ahead and hit the red subscribe button on the bottom right hand corner of this video, as well as the notification bell icon, so that way you can be notified of any future videos that I do publish. So this month for you, Capricorn, it is going to be a month about you chopping and changing. You're going to be changing a lot of your ways of doing things, and people are going to notice this. They're going to be noticing that there's something about you that's different. You are doing things really differently, not the the way that people would expect you to typically approach a situation. There's a lot of maturity coming into play here and the way that you handle things. So if you are, let's say, stuck in a professional situation or environment where, you know, something serious does occur, you know, you're going to have the tenacity and the strength to overcome these obstacles and whatever is being thrown your way. Spirit is wanting you to also to understand it's okay to grieve. It's okay to you know, accept anything that didn't turn out for the greater good, whether this is a relationship. I feel like this is mainly what Spirit is talking about, is a relationship. Some of you may be going through a breakup this month, or have recently gone through a breakup, and you haven't felt right in your spirit. You've been maybe blaming yourself that, you know, you could have done something better to kind of salvage the relationship or salvage that friendship that kind of went bad. But Spirit is wanting to let you know that no, you're not wrong. You know, things happen for a reason, and there's always a higher reason that things happen, you know, at the universal level. So they want you to kind of think things through very carefully. Don't make any hasty decisions that you would later regret. But most of all, don't beat yourself up for, you know, things that you cannot change. You can't change people and their, you know, the way that they treat you. You can only, at the end of the day, be responsible for yourself. A lot of you also could be feeling like, you know, your health is changing this month. A lot of you could be feeling where your health is concerned, that there are maybe some, you know, a lot of you are undergoing some stress. A lot of you could be getting your immune system a little weak, going through colds or flus, which is not uncommon during, you know, the early springtime coming out of winter. So focus on self-love and healing. If you need a couple of days, you know, to yourself to heal. Spirit is also telling you to be careful with who you are putting your trust in. There could be some friends that you have, quote unquote friends, that may actually be backstabbers or people that are not the best people that you should be confiding in. So they want, you know, Spirit is saying to be careful this month with how much you divulge and who you divulge it to. Just know, you know, not everyone is who they say they appear to be. So just be on the lookout for that. But wishing you the best wishes for this month. If you would like to book a private psychic reading with me, you can go to my website. That's www.raymondguzman.net/shop. You can also follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Psychic Medium Ray. Blessings and love and light. Have an amazing month. Aquarius, welcome back to my channel. This is your horoscopes for March 2019. Monthly horoscopes. I want to start off by saying that I do apologize that I was away from my YouTube channel for a couple of days this week, which is uncommon because I usually have content coming out every day. But I did undergo recently this week a minor medical procedure, and so that I've been on the recovery. I am okay. I want to thank all of my supporters on Instagram and other social media outlets that have expressed, you know, get well wishes and have been very supportive. Thank you so much. Also, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and hit that red subscribe button, as well as the notification bell icon, so that we can be notified of any future videos that I publish. That being said and done, for you this month, Aquarius, it is going to be a wake-up call for you. A lot of you are kind of realizing that, you know, there's something in your life, even though you're content, you may be in a relationship, there's still something lacking. There's some substance lacking here. And for you, you are needing to break free. You don't want to be kind of caged or, you know, chained up to a situation or for too long. You know, you kind of need your wings to spread them and kind of soar and be on an adventure. So a lot of you may be making some sacrifices this month, regardless if it's sacrificing, you know, a friendship to kind of, you know, or sacrificing, you know, your own work schedule to make room for something else in your life. But a lot of you are going to be kind of moving things around this month and making some more time, you know, that you know, for yourself, and to kind of focus on things that you really like to do that you haven't been able to do in quite some time. You know, this could also be a month where this past month where, you know, you kind of did some things that were a little excessive. Maybe you drank a little bit too much. Maybe you turned to smoking something, you know, a little bit too much. So Spirit is telling you that you're needing to do things in moderation. You're needing to change things and really take a different approach, because the same way is not going to be a healthy for you going forward. A lot of you could be entering some health issues that you are keeping more on the down low, but people, are going to be noticing. Maybe you're not feeling energetically the same way. So, or maybe someone is draining your energy, because they're constantly around you. So Spirit is asking you to kind of focus on that. And a lot of you may be retreating. A lot of you may be deciding to go on a vacation and spending some time with yourself, out in nature, doing a road trip. But there's something, where you're feeling kind of perhaps like, everything is going your way, but you're needing to change it because things are becoming a little too stagnated in your life. And with Aquarians, a lot of you just need constant change once in a while to feel free, to feel reconnected in life. So I want to thank you so much for tuning in. If you did like this reading, please give it a thumbs up. Also, be sure to follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Psychic Medium Ray. And if you would like to book a private psychic reading, please visit my website at www.raymondguzman.net/shop. Blessings and love and light. Have an amazing month. Pisces, welcome back to my channel. This is your monthly March 2019 horoscopes. I want to start off by saying that I do apologize for being away from my channel for the majority of this week. I typically have content coming out every day or every other day, but I did undergo a minor medical procedure this month. So I do, well, this week actually. So I do apologize that I was away from my channel, but you can expect new content coming out. And thank you for those of you that have been on social media and have expressed some get well wishes and showing your support and your love. Thank you so much for that. Also, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit the red subscribe button as well as the notification bell icon so that way you can be notified of any future videos that I do publish. That being said and done, let's get into your horoscopes for this month of March, Pisces. So this month, Spirit is saying for you to really count your blessings. You are so blessed. You have so many things to be grateful for, but yet a lot of you could be feeling kind of unhappy in life. A lot of you could be noticing that you're not getting what you're wanting from a partner. You're not necessarily getting what you want out of a relationship. Yes, you may be happy. Yes, there may be some good, good times, but a lot of you may be needing some change. You're needing more than what you are being given or shown at this time. But things are not really going at the rate that you're wanting them to go or to the speed that you may be wanting them to go. If this is a situation, Spirit is saying to speak up. If you don't speak up due to fear and you let fear hold you back, things are never going to change. Things are never going to get to the place where you want them to be. So Spirit is saying to really kind of speak up. But at the same time, a lot of you could be falling into that judgmental mode. Not that you normally would judge other people, but a lot of you could be surrounded by people and have adopted some of their ways of maybe making comments about somebody, the way that they dress or their hairstyle, or, if it's not aesthetics, just their personality in what you're thinking. And you could be judging a book by its cover. So Spirit is telling you to be careful with that this month, because that is not spiritual in nature, and it's more of a lower vibration for yourself. And you are someone who's probably entering a more of a spiritual learning phase and going through some spirituality itself, and knowing that life is not all about being spiritual. It is also about enjoying life, and also doing things that don't necessarily have to be like, drinking kombucha or, having your mala beads, or going and doing a yoga retreat, or whatever it is that you're doing. Sometimes we have to go through emotions and feel them and cry and, go through, hurt and come out of it to really heal those areas of our life that we need to heal. Not everything is going to be, as you see it, on TV as a very spiritual in nature. Sometimes it's the opposite of that, and that through that we grow as a person. So this month it's going to, kind of pull a lot of different strings for a lot of you Pisces out there, where you may be reflecting and you may fall into a little depression, and then you'll come out of that, and that's fine. That's all a part of being a human being here, a spiritual being on earth, living in a human body. So kind of just embrace your individuality and find that, that there are a lot of roses out there that you can smell. So smell the roses. So I want to thank you so much for tuning in. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, if you'd like to book a private psychic reading, you can go to my website at www.raymondguzman.net/shop and follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Psychic Medium Ray. Blessings and love and light. Have an amazing, amazing month.